Come and draw near, my dear children. Rest in the hush of this moment as though you were seated within a quiet chapel. The glow of candles flickering upon the altar, the faint echo of a church bell drifting through the air. Imagine the morning sun streaming through stained glass, casting rivers of color across the floor, bathing you in light that feels warm and eternal. Feel the peace of silence, as though the world itself has paused so you can hear my voice. I am here. I am near. I am closer than your breath. Even when the flames roar high around you, when shadows press in and fears seem to rise like smoke, I am in the midst of the fire with you. I do not watch from afar, nor do I abandon you to the heat. My presence surrounds you, shields you, and sustains you. My dear children, I invite you to linger with me now, to hear my heart for you, and to rest in the certainty that you are never alone. I have seen every tear you have shed, every burden that has weighed upon your shoulders, every trial that has sought to overwhelm your spirit. You have walked through nights that felt endless, through fires that threatened to consume you. But I tell you now, my dear children, those flames cannot destroy you, for I am the one who walks beside you. This message is to remind you of my faithfulness, to strengthen your heart, and to steady your steps. I speak now so that you may know that no persecution, no trial, no fiery furnace of life can ever sever you from my love. I will use even the flames to refine you, not to harm you. So remain with me, rest in me, and let my words wash over you like living water. My dear children, consider the story of my faithful servants Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were cast into a furnace, flames so fierce that those who carried them perished. Yet when the king peered into the fire, he saw not 3, but 4 walking unbound and unharmed. And he declared, "Behold, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God." That is who I am to you, the one who stands in the flames with you. The fire may burn hot, but it will not consume you. The smoke may rise, but it will not stain you. For I am your shield and your deliverer. Do not be afraid when the heat of persecution presses close. Do not despair when trials blaze around you. Remember the promise I have spoken. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame kindle upon you. My dear children, I am your refuge. I am your fortress. I am the cool breeze that whispers even as the flames roar. I am the hand that upholds you when you feel faint. Though the world may rage against you, I whisper peace into your soul. Though others may mock or reject you, I draw you close to my heart. I know that some of you are weary, worn by struggles that seem unending. Yet I tell you, lift up your eyes. See how the light breaks through the clouds. The dawn cannot be stopped. Even as the night lingers, the sun is rising with healing in its wings. My presence is not fragile. My love is not fleeting. I am the everlasting God, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I carry you through trials, not so that you may be destroyed, but so that you may know me more deeply. The fire reveals my nearness. The storm shows my power. The valley declares my faithfulness. Do not fear what others may do to you. Do not tremble before the voices that rise against you. For I am greater. I am sovereign. I am the one who silences the winds and stills the seas. Even in the fire, I remain the God who saves. Remember this, my dear children. You are never abandoned. You are never forsaken. Just as I stood with my faithful ones in Babylon, so I stand with you now. The world may see the fire and expect your ruin, but I declare your victory. The world may hear the roar of the furnace, but I sing over you with songs of deliverance. Pause now and breathe. Let my peace settle upon you like gentle rain. Let the warmth of my presence wrap around you like a father's embrace. Rest in the truth that you are mine, and no flame can sever you from my love. My dear children, do you see how the fire glows around you? At times it seems fierce, rising higher than your strength, brighter than your courage. Yet know this, the fire is not your master. I am. The flames are not sovereign. I am. They may surround you, but they cannot define you. They may roar, but they cannot silence my voice. When the enemy seeks to use the fire to destroy, I use it to purify. As gold is refined by fire and silver tested in the furnace, so too are your hearts refined. But unlike gold or silver, you are not just precious in my sight. You are beloved, chosen, and redeemed. The fire will not strip you of worth. It will reveal the glory I have placed within you. My dear children, the enemy whispers fear, but I whisper courage. He points to the flames, but I point to my presence. He tells you that you are alone, but I remind you that I am beside you, even closer than the very flame that threatens you. For I am Emmanuel, God with you. I want you to remember the times I carried you through storms you thought would drown you. Recall how I held you when you felt faint, how I sent peace into your heart in moments of chaos. Did I not provide manna in the wilderness? Did I not part the sea before my people? Did I not cause walls to fall with a shout of praise? The fire is but another stage where I will display my faithfulness. When you feel the heat of persecution, remember this. I see the injustice. I hear the mocking voices. I know the sting of rejection. For my son too was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Yet through his suffering salvation was birthed. Through his cross, resurrection, life came forth. So too in your trial, resurrection power will be revealed. My dear children, do not measure my presence by the absence of trial. Measure it by the nearness of my love in the midst of trial. The world tells you that peace comes when storms cease, but I give you peace even while the winds howl. The world tells you that joy comes when fires are quenched, but I give you joy unspeakable, a joy that burns brighter than the flames. I tell you again, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. This is not a fragile promise. It is a covenant sealed by my own word, and my word does not return void. Picture the fire as a circle around you, flames dancing upward, yet see me standing in the center with you, unshaken, unmovable. My eyes are on you with love. My hand is upon you with strength. The fire may be loud, but my voice is louder still. Listen, hear the gentle whisper of eternity saying, "You are safe. You are mine. You are loved." Some of you feel tired, as though you cannot endure another step. Some of you wonder if you can withstand one more hour in the blaze. To you I say, lean on me, rest in me. My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Let the fire reveal that you are not sustained by your own strength, but by mine. My dear children, even the hairs of your head are numbered. Do you not know how carefully I watch over you? Even in the furnace I count each breath, I see each step, I hold every heartbeat. Nothing escapes my care, no flame escapes my command, and when the time is right, I will bring you out of the fire. You will emerge not bound, not scarred, not destroyed, but free, strengthened, and radiant with my glory. Just as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth without even the smell of smoke upon them, so you too will carry no stench of defeat, only the fragrance of my victory. Do not despise the fire, do not fear it, for it cannot consume what I have redeemed. The fire may change your surroundings, it may shift your circumstances, but it cannot change my love for you. It cannot touch the eternal inheritance I have secured for you. Let the fire be a reminder. You belong to a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Nations may rage, systems may collapse, voices may accuse, but my kingdom stands forever. And you, my dear children, are citizens of that eternal kingdom. Lift your eyes from the flames and see the throne that is above every throne. Lift your eyes from the smoke and see the heavens opened. For your life is hidden with Christ in me, and no flame can reach that secret place. When you worship in the fire, you declare that the fire is not your God. When you sing in the trial, you proclaim that your trust is not in circumstance, but in me. And I tell you this, your worship in the fire shakes the foundations of darkness. Your faith in the furnace silences the enemy's lies. Your endurance becomes a testimony that will encourage generations yet to come. My dear children, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not consumed. You are beloved, held, and protected. And one day you will look back upon this fire not with bitterness but with gratitude, for you will see how I used it to draw you nearer, to strengthen your faith, and to reveal my glory. Rest now. Breathe in my peace. Feel my arms around you as a father holding his children close. Let the flames rage if they must, for they cannot touch the love that surrounds you. I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. I am the one who carries you through the fire and brings you safely into everlasting joy. My dear children, I know the fire feels long. Hours stretch into days, and days into seasons. You wonder when the flames will cease, when the trial will lift, when the weight will finally break. But hear me clearly. The fire is not endless, though my presence is. The trial has its appointed time, but my love has no end. The furnace will cool, but my hand will never let you go. Do not measure your days by the flames, but by my faithfulness. Do not count the hours of trial, but the moments of my presence. For in every heartbeat of your waiting, I am there. In every breath you take amidst the smoke, my spirit sustains you. In every tear that falls, I gather it and keep it as a testimony of my care. The fire is not a sign that I have abandoned you. It is proof that you are being shaped for something greater. Just as clay must endure the heat of the kiln before it shines with strength and beauty, so too must your faith endure refining so it may emerge radiant and strong. You are vessels of honor, my dear children, crafted for eternal purposes. I know you feel the pressure, the heat, the sting of flames licking at your resolve. But remember this: I do not allow the fire to burn hotter than what I myself sustain you to endure. I am faithful, and I will not let you be tested beyond what you can bear. I provide the way of escape, not always out of the fire, but always into my arms within it. Think of my servant Daniel, who faced the den of lions. Think of Joseph, who sat in prison though innocent. Think of Paul, who sang hymns in chains at midnight. Their circumstances spoke of despair, yet their spirits sang of victory. For my presence was their portion, their anchor, their unshakable hope. And so it is with you. My dear children, do not despise the furnace, for it is the very place where the world sees me most clearly in you. When others watch you walk through fire without fear, when they see your faith unconsumed, they behold a testimony that no flame can quench. Just as Nebuchadnezzar saw my presence walking with the three in Babylon, so too will others see my hand upon you, and they will know that I am the Lord. The world expects the fire to leave you broken, but I declare, you will emerge whole. The world expects you to come out scarred, but I promise you will come forth shining. The world expects defeat, but I proclaim you will walk out victorious. For your life is not defined by the trial, but by the one who carries you through it. Take courage, my dear children, for even as you walk, your steps are holy ground, because I am with you. Even as you breathe, your lungs are filled with the breath of my Spirit. Even as you stand, your frame is upheld by the everlasting arms. I know how hard it is to endure ridicule, to face rejection, to bear the loneliness of persecution. But my Son endured the same. He bore the cross, despising the shame, and is now seated at my right hand in glory. So too shall you share in his glory if you remain steadfast in him. For I have destined you not for wrath, but for salvation, not for defeat, but for eternal triumph. The flames you face are temporary. The crown that awaits you is eternal. The trial may scorch for a moment, but the joy set before you is everlasting. Let your eyes rest on that promise. Let your heart cling to that hope. My dear children, do not listen to the enemy's lie that says you are forsaken. Hear my truth. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not believe the whisper that you are unloved. Hear my song. With everlasting love, I have drawn you to myself. Do not accept the fear that you will be overcome. Hear my declaration. Greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. Even now, I surround you with angels who minister strength. Even now, I pour out grace upon your spirit like streams of living water. Even now, I anoint your head with oil so that your cup overflows. Even now, I whisper into your soul, peace, be still. The fire is real, yes, but my presence is greater still. The persecution is fierce, yes, but my victory is eternal. The weight is heavy, yes, but my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. For what you bear, you do not bear alone. What you face, you do not face abandoned. I am your Father, and I hold you even as the flames rise. Lift your eyes, my dear children. See beyond the fire to the horizon of hope. Beyond the smoke is the dawn of new mercy. Beyond the heat is the cool river of my spirit. Beyond the trial is the crown of life that I place upon all who remain faithful. Sing even in the furnace, for your song rises like incense before my throne. Pray even in the blaze, for your prayers are like fragrant offerings. Trust even when the fire roars, for your trust becomes a light that shines into the darkness of this world. One day you will stand in my presence, and the trials of this world will seem as fleeting sparks compared to the eternal brilliance of my glory. One day the fire will be a distant memory, but the lessons of faith, courage, and intimacy with me will endure forever. So let the fire refine, not consume. Let it purify, not destroy. Let it reveal the treasure of faith that I have placed within you. For you are my beloved children, chosen for such a time as this, carried by my Spirit, guarded by my hand, destined for my glory. And as I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, so I am with you. And just as they walked free in the midst of flames, so you too will walk free, unbound, unharmed, unhindered. For the fire is not the end of your story. It is the stage where my glory shines brightest through you. Take heart, my dear children. Rest in my promises. Stand firm in my presence. For I am with you in the fire, and I will bring you forth with joy, with peace, and with victory that no flame can take away. My dear children, do not look at the fire as though it is your enemy alone. See beyond it to the work I am doing within you. The furnace is fierce, yes, but it forges strength you did not know you had. The heat is heavy, yes, but it purifies the faith that will shine like light before the world. Trials do not diminish you. They reveal who you are in me. They strip away fear. They refine your trust, and they draw you nearer to my heart. Do you remember how I walked with my servant Moses at the burning bush? The flames consumed the bush, and yet it was not destroyed. That moment was a picture of what I do with you, my beloved ones. The fire burns, but it cannot consume what I have filled with my Spirit. Your life is like that bush, glowing with my presence, yet unconsumed, because I am in your midst. I tell you again, my dear children, you are never alone. When you walk into places that feel hostile, when voices of opposition rise against you, when the heat of rejection surrounds you, my presence is already there. Before you enter the fire, I have entered it. Before you face the trial, I have already prepared the way. I am not absent in your pain. I am most near in your suffering. Do not be surprised at the trial by fire, as though it were strange or unexpected. For I told you the world would hate you as it hated my Son. Yet this hatred cannot undo my love. This opposition cannot erase my promises. Rather, it becomes the soil in which your testimony grows, the stage where my light shines brightest, the place where others will see and know that I am real. Consider the smoke that rises in the furnace. To the world, it is the smell of destruction. To me, it is the fragrance of your worship, rising like incense to my throne. Every time you choose faith over fear, hope over despair, forgiveness over bitterness, you are offering a sacrifice more precious than gold refined by fire. And I am pleased. My dear children, I know some of you feel weary, that the weight of the trial presses down and the flame of your courage flickers. But hear me. Even a smoldering wick I will not snuff out. Even a bruised reed I will not break. My Spirit breathes life into your weakness, and my power rests upon you. Where you feel empty, I pour fullness. Where you feel faint, I supply strength. Where you feel lost, I shine my light upon your path. Let your heart recall my promises. I said, Lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. I said, Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. These words are not fragile comforts, they are eternal truths, unshaken by fire, unbroken by persecution. They stand when all else falls. See the fire for what it truly is, a temporary furnace preparing you for eternal glory. You are being shaped for the kingdom that cannot be shaken. You are being refined for the day when you will stand in my presence clothed in white, radiant with joy, crowned with life. No flame can touch that inheritance. No persecution can rob you of that promise. My dear children, I call you to stand firm, not in your own strength, but in mine. Do not be swayed by the roar of the crowd or the heat of the furnace. Your faith in me is a shield that quenches every fiery dart of the enemy. Your trust in me is a fortress that no flame can breach. Lift your eyes above the blaze and see my throne. Lift your ears above the roar and hear my song over you. I sing over you with joy, even as the world rages. I cover you with peace, even as storms howl. I embrace you with love, even as rejection surrounds you. For you are mine, and nothing, no flame, no fire, no furnace, can pluck you from my hand. The world may look and see only fire, but I look and see your courage. I see your steadfast heart, your quiet prayers, your whispered songs in the night. I see every act of faith, every tear of surrender, every moment you choose to trust. These are treasures stored in heaven, eternal rewards that moth and rust cannot destroy. Do not fear the furnace, my dear children, for even the flames must serve my purposes. They cannot act beyond my command. They cannot burn hotter than I allow. They cannot last longer than I ordain. In time, you will see that even the fire bowed to my will, and that even in your fiercest trial, you were always carried by my love. So take comfort now. Breathe deeply of my peace. Rest in the assurance that you are never outside of my care. Even when the heat rises and the smoke swirls, my arms remain strong around you. Even when voices mock and accuse, my truth remains steady within you. I am the one who walked with the faithful in Babylon. I am the one who silenced lions for Daniel. I am the one who parted seas, crumbled walls, and raised the dead. And I am the one who holds you now, in this very moment, as you face the fire. My dear children, you are not victims of the furnace, you are victors in my name. You are not defined by the fire, you are defined by my love. You are not consumed, you are carried. You are not forsaken, you are chosen, cherished, and beloved. Walk boldly then, stand tall even in the heat, sing even as flames rise, trust even when shadows loom. For I am with you in the fire, and the fire will only make my glory shine brighter through you. My dear children, when the fire surrounds you, I do not ask you to fight it in your own strength. I ask you to rest in mine. You are not called to be consumed with fear, but to be consumed with my presence. The flames roar, but my spirit within you roars louder. The smoke rises, but my mercy rises higher. The heat presses, but my love shields. There are times when you will feel like all is stripped away, your comforts, your supports, your earthly securities. Yet in that sacred place, you will discover that I am enough. I am your portion. I am your strength. I am your refuge and your song. When everything else burns away, my presence remains unshaken, like a rock in the midst of crashing waves. Think of Job, who endured trial upon trial, fire upon fire. He lost what he held most dear, yet in the ashes he declared, "I know that my Redeemer lives." My dear children, that same Redeemer is with you. That same unfailing presence is your inheritance. Even when you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. Do not think that your suffering goes unseen. Every moment of endurance is written before me. Every act of faith is recorded in eternity. The world may overlook you, but heaven watches. Angels stand in awe as you worship through the fire. Your perseverance becomes a melody in my courts, a fragrance in my throne room. My dear children, I am not distant when you hurt. I am not far when you cry. I am the God who collects your tears, who bends low to comfort, who whispers peace in the storm. My heart beats with yours in the fire, and my spirit intercedes when words fail. You are never left to face it alone. I call you to remember that trials are not forever, but my promises are. Pain will pass, but my word stands eternal. Persecution will fade, but my kingdom endures. Fire will cool, but my spirit burns with everlasting flame. Lift your eyes above what is temporary and fix them on what is eternal. Do not shrink back, my dear children, when the world tests your faith. For I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When you stand firm in me, you declare to the world that your God is greater than any furnace. Your courage in the fire preaches louder than many words, for it reveals that your trust is anchored not in what can be seen, but in the unseen glory of eternity. Remember the promise I gave through my servant Paul. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, works for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. The fire you face is not meaningless. It is producing glory, shaping your character, and preparing you for what I have destined. My dear children, you are like branches grafted into the vine. Flames may try to scorch, but my life flows through you still. My spirit nourishes you, my love sustains you, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Do not let fear steal your song. Do not let the enemy silence your worship. Sing in the fire, pray in the furnace, lift up thanksgiving in the trial. For gratitude becomes a shield, praise becomes a weapon, and worship becomes the declaration of victory before the flames ever die down. I know the cost of faithfulness. I know the sting of persecution, for my Son bore it fully. He was mocked, beaten, rejected, and crucified, and yet he rose triumphant. So too shall you rise. The cross was not the end of his story, nor will the fire be the end of yours. Resurrection always follows surrender. Life always springs forth from the ashes. My dear children, let the fire remind you that this world is not your home. You belong to a higher kingdom, an everlasting dwelling. You are pilgrims passing through, and the trials of today cannot compare to the joy of tomorrow. Keep your eyes fixed on that horizon, where every tear will be wiped away, and every sorrow will cease. I am faithful. I am unchanging. I am with you in the valley and on the mountain, in the storm and in the calm, in the fire and beyond it. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not tribulation, nor distress, nor persecution, nor famine, nor nakedness, nor peril, nor sword. You are more than conquerors through me who loves you. My dear children, receive this truth deeply. You are not fragile glass shattering in the heat, but refined gold shining brighter through the fire. You are not abandoned or forgotten, but chosen and carried. The fire cannot define you. My love does. Stand in that love now. Feel it surround you like a mantle. Hear it resound in your spirit like a song. Let it steady your heart, strengthen your steps, and lift your head. The fire may roar, but my love speaks louder still. Even now I speak peace over you. Even now I release courage within you. Even now I pour hope into the places that feel dry and weary. And even now I remind you, this furnace is not forever, but my presence is eternal. So take courage, my dear children. Stand firm. Keep your eyes fixed on me. For I am the one who walks with you, who guards you, who delivers you. And when the flames subside, you will shine with a testimony that declares to the world, my God is faithful, my God is present, my God is mighty to save. My dear children, linger with me a little longer. Do not rush away from this moment, for I am pouring peace into your spirit. Like the soft glow of dawn spreading across the horizon, my light is reaching into every shadow of your heart. The storm may have raged, the fire may have roared, but now I wrap you in the calm of my everlasting arms. Feel the embrace of your Father. I am drawing you close as a shepherd gathers his lambs, as a mother cradles her infant. You are safe here. You are held. You are known. Nothing can tear you from this embrace, for I have promised I will never leave you nor forsake you. My dear children, I speak blessing over you now. May your heart be stilled from every anxious thought. May your soul be refreshed as by rivers of living water. May your mind rest in the assurance of my promises. The fire may have tested you, but you emerge not in defeat, but in victory. You walk forward not in fear, but in faith. You carry not the ashes of despair, but the fragrance of my presence. Do you see how the clouds begin to part? Rays of sunlight break through, casting warmth upon the earth. That is what I am doing for you. My light pierces the darkness, scattering the heaviness that lingered over you. My word is your lamp, and my spirit is your guide. The night will not last forever, for I make all things new. My dear children, rest in the stillness of this truth. You are mine. You were bought with a price, sealed by my Spirit, and written upon the palms of my hand. Nothing in this life, neither trial nor persecution, nor the fiercest fire can separate you from my love. Remember the words of my servant Paul, for I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, nor height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Let those words soak into your soul. Let them settle in the deepest places of your heart. You are unshakably loved. You are eternally secure. You are my beloved child, and my love is your anchor in every storm. I bless you with courage, my dear children. courage to stand when others fall, courage to speak when others are silent, courage to endure when the flames rise. For I am your strength, I am your shield, I am the rock beneath your feet. Even when your knees tremble, I hold you steady. Even when your voice falters, I give you words. Even when your hope feels faint, I kindle the flame anew within you. I bless you with joy, my dear children. Not the shallow joy that fades when circumstances change, but the deep joy of knowing me. Joy that springs like a fountain in the desert. Joy that sings even in the night. Joy that testifies to the world that your God is alive, faithful, and near. This joy is your strength. Let it flow freely, for it will carry you through every trial. I bless you with peace, my dear children. Peace like a river, flowing steady and strong, unbroken by rocks or rapids. Peace that guards your heart and mind. Peace that cannot be stolen by the fire, nor quenched by the storm. My peace is not fragile, but unshakable. It rests upon you now, settling like a gentle dew, quieting the noise of fear and doubt. Lift your eyes now and see the horizon of hope. Beyond the smoke, a new day is dawning. Beyond the trial, a season of refreshing awaits. Beyond the fire, there is a harvest of righteousness and peace. I am the one who restores what is broken, who redeems what is lost, who makes all things beautiful in time. Trust that I am working even now in ways you cannot yet see. My dear children, remember the image of the three in the furnace. They walked unbound, unharmed, free in the midst of flames. That is my promise for you. The world may try to bind you with fear, but I break every chain. The enemy may try to harm you, but I turn it for good. The fire may surround you, but you will walk free, a testimony to my power and my love. Let this truth remain in your heart. The fire does not define you. My presence does. The trial does not write your story. My hand does. The persecution does not determine your future. My promises do. And I have declared that your future is filled with hope, your path is filled with light, and your life is held securely in me. So, my dear children, walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with courage. Walk forward with peace, for I go before you, I walk beside you, and I follow behind you. I am your shade at your right hand, your strong tower, your hiding place, and your eternal home. Pause now, and let my spirit breathe upon you. Feel the weight of my glory resting on you, not as a burden, but as a mantle of love. Feel the quiet assurance rising in your soul, like a gentle flame that cannot be extinguished. Let it warm you, strengthen you, and remind you that you are never alone. Even as this message draws to a close, my presence does not depart. Carry this peace with you into your home, into your work, into your trials. Carry it as a song in your heart, a shield on your arm, a light on your path. When fear whispers, answer with my word. When doubt lingers, lift your eyes to me. When the fire rages, remember, I am with you. My dear children, you are my witnesses, my ambassadors, my beloved. Shine brightly, even in the fire. Speak boldly, even in the storm. Live faithfully, even in the face of trials. For your life is a testimony that will draw others to me, that will glorify my name, that will bring light into darkness. And now I bless you once more. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May my face shine upon you and give you peace. May my spirit guide you, comfort you, and fill you with everlasting joy. You are safe in my hands, beloved in my sight, and destined for eternal glory. Remain in this love. Walk in this peace. Live in this joy. For I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And as you prepare to go, my dear children, I invite you to share this message of my love. If it has blessed you, let it be a blessing to others. Let your voice be heard through your words, your comments, and your encouragement. Let your sharing be a light that spreads my truth farther, touching lives you may never see. And if you desire to remain close to these reminders of my presence, subscribe to return again and again, to be refreshed and renewed in my word, not out of duty, but out of love. For love shares what is good, and love multiplies what is true.